Started recording. Hello everyone! We are back with more Fatal Frame 3. No, we're playing Fatal Frame. I'm actually really liking this one. I think I might like this one so far better than the second one. Mistress of the Void, the Cloud of Darkness. Oh man. Only Arena and I survived. Sorry, Noel. I wish there's a way I could create a leveling system for it. What is this? The door has Sanskrit-like characters carved on it, as well as some metal fixture for hanging something. The door seems to be locked. Is that where we put the mask? As long as it'll get me to redo the same stuff from the first game, this will be pretty cool. Yeah, there's the hanging ropes. Oh, this is cool. There's the camera obscura. Is this? Oh wait, is it auto upgrade or do I have to upgrade it for you as well? No, it's not. Okay. That range isn't great, but let's upgrade the sensitivity out. Okay. Just so you guys know, I don't actually remember this place all that well. It's been a long time since I played the first game. Okay, the door's formally closed. Can't go through there anyway. Okay, it hasn't been that long, but at the same time, okay, so this is the Grand Hall, if I remember correctly. Yeah, there's items here. Type 61 film, hell yes. This is really cool. Well, some people would be a little upset that they reused areas, but at the same time, getting to revisit areas from earlier games generally makes me happy. As long as it's not overdone. What you been up to, Noel, other than school, though? Have you been playing any new games? Has P been ignoring you as much as he's been ignoring us for years? There's a miniature shrine above my head. The door of the shrine is open, and I can see amulets and talismans inside. You don't mind Dad's reusing areas? There's a stone slate on the door, and several stones are inlaid. Perhaps it is a contrivance to unlock it. You try it, but it won't open. There's a minute script engraved in this old slab. Engraved in the pedestal, the same number of panes as are engraved on the sleeping stone. Astral Eden, hello. So we gotta find that stone to put in there before it'll let me. So I don't actually know where that could be because there's only a few areas. Okay, why? Yeah, that's fine. I can die. That's right now. It's just being a wasted film anyway. That's bullshit. What do you mean return to title? Why can't I just go to load game? Not too worried about that. I lost too much health anyway. Save corrupted. Yeah, that's just my luck. Good thing I got 3 save files though. My entire hard drives could have out corrupted though. Okay, so we're going to go pick up this film and then save the game again, just so we don't have to keep doing that every time I die here. Like, I'll save if I have, or I'll heal if I have to, but I can beat that guy without healing, so I don't know why he's been such a dick there. I even cast slow on him, but it didn't seem to do anything. Did I press R1 though? Maybe I pressed this because I pressed R1. I don't know. Do I even have any spirit power saved up? Probably not. I mean, I don't like the cleaver ghosts. They're fucking annoying. We're gonna save our game first, though. I wonder if the My Eyes girl ghost is going to be in this, because that's going to be horrifying. Because now I can't stutter step with it. My eyes. My eyes. Anyway. Did you see what you've been up to, Noel? You've been playing Remnant from the Ashes and Borderlands 3. What do you think of Borderlands 3? Does it live up to your expectations? Not pulling out the camera, so... Like I said, I will die over and over again until I get this guy to stop being a cheap bag of shit. Big fan of sacrifices or blood, so it's Borderlands 2 but better, so you're hype. The weapons are insane, the enemies are much more fluid, weapon mechanics are smoother too. A simulacrum mask, a white expressionless mask. On the back is a metal attachment for hanging. Well, we know where that goes. Something has fallen on the floor. You've acquired the Sacred Stone Amulet. Miku Hinasaki's special ability. Effect 1. Slow a ghost's movement. Press the circle button and using the Sacred Stone, you slow the movement of a ghost. Since the ghost moves more slowly, it's easier to dodge attacks or aim the Shatter Chance. You cannot use the Sacred Stone if the Sacred Stone meter drops to 0. If Miku damages a ghost or receives damage, the Sacred Stone meter replenishes. The higher your level, the faster it replenishes and the longer its duration of effect. Okay. So she doesn't use Spirit Stones. She just has a meter that fills up. I kind of like that. I should probably level this up again, eh? So she needs 10,000 more points and we can level it up again. What's max value? Okay. Link's Awakening's getting closer and closer. It's getting harder and harder to say no. I know, Astral. I've had to fight my urge to buy it too, but... Alright. I know exactly how you feel. Man on the grassy knoll, how do you feel about Peter Magic D? He was here yesterday, talking shit with us. It was great. But he's gone on a trip now. Trife's here, though. We also added in Trife's boss as a, boss. Trife's manager. He's visiting Alley, yep. The metal fixtures on the back of the simulacrum mask look like they are made to match perfectly with the fixtures on the door. You hung the simulacrum mask on the fixture on the door. The face of the simulacrum mask I hung on the door has changed to an expression of anger. I think that's actually what it was supposed to be back in the day, too. What? This isn't where this room is? I guess this is a dream. But yeah, no, this isn't where what's supposed to be here. This is in the very back of the manor. Oh no. You can fuck right off, lady. Shit. Get off. Holy crap, this girl does a ton of damage. I'm dead. Get off! Holy fuck! I'm tempted to just die again because it's not worth the HP loss. Ugh, it's horrible. There's something on the floor where the ghost of the long-haired woman was. Oh, Twilight Sun. There's a pentagonal lithograph stone carved with what looks like Sanskrit writing. You think you're almost done with the golden deer route? You hope? Shit, alright. Responding to Twilight Sun you bought, it looks as though the door mechanism has begun to move. Shit. Alright, so if I go like this, this, You have an awesome game to recommend? What is it? God damn, she hits hard. This is not where this room was, and beyond this is supposed to be a giant courtyard. I remember that. The courtyard had like a well in it, and I died there a whole bunch of times. Ephemeral Fantasia. What is that? Or Ephemeral Fantasia. What kind of game is that, and what system is it for? What's points did I get for that, by the way? 23,000. Is that a disease? Sort of, yes. Alright, well, why are you recommending a disease to me? You guys heard it here. Long wants me to die. Or at least live life in an excruciating manner. It's a really bad 2001 JRPG on the PS2. Okay, so let me ask, what makes it bad? I'll try most games. Is it as bad as Dot Hack? There's an old picture hanging on the wall. Its surface is black from the moisture coming through the window. I can't make out what the picture is. Worse than Dot Hack, huh? Uh-huh. A big full-length mirror set into the wall. The reflection in the mirror looks just like the center of the cell room behind me. If I look into the mirror too long, I start to feel uneasy about what's in there and what's behind me. Oh, there's a ghost in here. A little door here. Old books are lined up on a small bookshelf. One of them looks like a diary or something, but the moisture coming in through the window has smudged the writing and I can't read any of it. An old book on top of it, the Crimson Diary. Snow is falling. It's a quiet night. This could be the last snow of the 10 years of changing seasons I have watched from this window. As I watch the snow, I get the feeling that something has passed. Finally, I have severed all of my attachments. I'll give my body over to the ropes and seal the gates. Kizuna Himura. The Red Diary. First is black and the moisture coming through the window, but I can't make out what the picture is. Perhaps there was a pair on either side of the room. What's this? What's this? Okay, this definitely wasn't here. But, alright. Look, remind me in the Discord and I'll take a look at it. This is probably a boss fight. Speaking of, join along for a boss, guys. Stay away from that game. Of course. How many times shall I die to this boss? Oh, let's waste all these shots first. There's a lot. Okay. Okay. It's one of the worst JRPGs ever made. I wish Trife would have told you to stay away from Dragon Quest. That stuff is like crack, except DQ6. I like DQ6. There's a large stone platform in the center of the room, dyed red and surrounded by pillars wound with rope. The pillars can turn, and it looks as though the 5 pillars are arranged to wind up the rope between them. Is that the way I came in? I don't want to go in any further. Mafuyu. Okay, so I think we gotta go back to the start, where the doll is, and we can probably wake up from there. First half of the game's really good, but after that, yeah. Well, after you beat Muto, the game kind of feels directionless, which is a little sad. So that boss, I assume that was a boss, wasn't that tough. But at the same time, it wasn't bad either. The slow really helped me out. What I was doing was, right as it was coming into attack, I was activating the slow. And then I was turning it off right after hitting it. Seemed to have worked. I'm gonna have to get Saga Frontier set up though, now that I think about it. Assuming I have a good enough luck with this. Anyway, the doll was on the door back here.
Big brother's over here.
Actually, I see a blue glowing thing again. Hey, herbal medicine. DQ6 didn't like you. I think the Dragon Quest game I had the most trouble with was probably... I want to say 10. No, that's definitely a low point of the game, Lonk. You did like the fight with Mortimer? Did you like the post-game fight?
Ray? Are you having trouble sleeping?
Yeah, sure. Wow, that book just like teleported into a closed position.
Ray, this is it.
Ray, about that photo of the doll on the skewer, I wasn't able to find anything on it. I thought it may be similar to the legends of the straw dolls passed down in Tono. Anyway, it has something to do with folklore, so you might find something in one of Yu's books. Thanks, I'll go take a look.
You can ask me whatever you want, okay?
Can I? No, I don't think I can.
Ray, you've been working too hard. You should get some rest.
Yeah, I know you watched my fight. What did you think of it?
raining again. It's raining again.
And also, did you watch what happens after you beat him in under 18 turns? 19 turns? Alright, we gotta keep an eye out for a ghost in this room. Is there a ghost in this closet? No. In the bookcase is the book Occultism that Emma Kura wrote about in his letter. The Camera Obscura. You don't think doing the massive grind for it is worth it? If Long never finished it, does that make me better than him? Trife, Arena, I need you guys to weigh in. The Camera Obscura is a device used to capture the other world, made by occultist Kunihiko Asuo. From the late 19th to the early 20th century, he tried to communicate with and get proof of this other world. The term occultist refers to people involved in the movement to verify Eastern thought using contemporary Western technology. Kunihiko Asuo is a prime example of such an occultist. The Camera Obscura was one of his quintessential experiments. He modified the, at the time, still rare camera by adding a special lens to the film. It was supposed to capture unbelievable things, normally visible to the naked eye, like a so-called different phase interval and spirits and ghosts. They are very rare nowadays, but apparently these cameras are still traded among curio dealers. Most have been broken, and we have lost the chance to see the other world, as well as Asuo's achievements for eternity. That's not what I came in here to find. In the bookcase, there's a book with a projector similar to the one you photographed in the mansion. Huh. The device shown here was left by Kunihiko Asuo. He used it to substantiate the existence of and communicate with the spirit world. He was a brilliant scientist and philosopher, and by appropriating Western culture in the late 19th and early 20th century, he combined new technology with his theory on the spirit world to prove its existence. It is said that a few of his devices were able to capture the unbelievable existence from this spirit world, but posthumously from that singular beginning, his devices became a fashion item among dilettantes, and were scattered about this country. One such device is this projector. Having completed the experimental stage of the Camera Obscura, a camera that photographs the other world, see above, he created a screen upon which to project special images captured on the film. Records say that the images were projected that could not have been seen when they were photographed. Okay. Photograph of scenery closely resembling the scenery in the other photograph. Skewered dolls. In many regions, particularly in the mountain areas, there remains a folk practice of dressing up dolls they make from straw, earth, or cloth, and worshipping them as idols. The doll in the picture was reported by an Iwari resident. It is called the kushimi, and when someone dies in the village, they weave the hair of the deceased into the straw and have it wear his or her kimono. The doll is fixed onto skewers, and put before a shrine at the edge of the mountain. The doll is enshrined for up to 1 month after the death, and after that period passes, it is cast into the river behind the shrine together with various offerings. In this region's tradition, there is said to be a cave in the mountain connecting to the land of the gods. The dead who became kushimi stand between the village and the mountain. They take upon the village's evil and head to the land of the gods. In a neighboring village, there is said to be a similar doll called Igushi, but this one is the spirit of a person who died young and is deified in the mountains. In one interpretation, both village and mountain have protective deities standing in the border between people and the gods. In another sense, burdening the dead with evil or deifying the spirit of the young in a mountain connotes human sacrifice. You added skewer dolls and mountain faith. Okay. There's nothing else there, so we'll come in and check all that out later. But I like that there's new stuff here. Wonder if she ever just goes and sleeps in what colors are? There are blue sheets on the bed. Blue's her favorite color. Okay. Oh, damn, I clicked all that. I'm sorry. He collects old machinery, though. Anyway, but no, I have 3, 8, and 9 left. 8 is still being saved for the finale. Dragon Quest 6 is good, but the dragged on towards the end. You didn't enjoy exploring underwater with those really tanky turtles. Yeah, those turtles were dicks. DQ3 wouldn't be a bad finale either. DQ3 is amazing. Okay. I know I save a lot, but it's by design. I would die a lot in this game if I didn't save. Now, the question is it going to restore my HP? Alright.